Yo, YouTube, what's up? I'm Tim. He's AC. Tell them the site you want them to check out.
HockeyBaseballTalk.webs.com. We're loving what they're doing over there. They got some good site.
Yeah,
they got a good site going there.
That's one of our partner sites over at CalStar Sports. I do a few blogs a week on there. So let's get on to this Giants-Braves series. Which one's a bigger environment, Atlanta or the Giants?
I like Atlanta in that, actually. I would have to say Atlanta's a tougher environment. I think they got some... the Giants are going to have a tough time going down there, I think.
Yeah, Atlanta's a bigger stadium.
Absolutely.
Neither of these... The Giants sold out a lot of games this year. The Braves didn't. So that might be an advantage to Giants. I think the Giants will play three... If it goes to a 5-game series, 3 of the games will be in San Francisco. Another advantage, although... For some teams, it's not an advantage playing in your home park in the playoffs. I don't know.
I don't take into consideration a lot home field advantage. I think it's overrated.
Yeah,
especially by the national media. I think it's way overrated. I don't think it means as much as what they make it out to be.
So, who's your key player in this series?
Oh, key player. For the Braves, it's got to be like the pitching staff.
Yeah, I think it's Derek Lowe, a guy who really hasn't stepped up this year. He's a playoff veteran. He's been with the Dodgers, the Red Sox. He needs to take control of that staff and pitch. So does Tim Hudson, Jair Jurgens, Tommy Hanson. When you put those 4 together, they're pretty good, but they just haven't had it this year.
Yeah, especially they look. Like I said, they look good on paper, but they haven't shown it in games. Granted, the offense hasn't. Give them a lot of support, but they have blown some leads.
And I mean, the Braves' offense just isn't very good. Brian McCann's good, but and Jason Hayward's good, but they're not elite.
They're not stacked.
Okay, and then you go over to the Giants pitching. Tim Lincecum, Matt Cain, Barry Zito, Jonathan Sanchez. So what everyone says that the knock on Sanchez is he's really good when he's on. He's unhittable, hence the no-hitter last year, but he's hard to get on, so he's going to be the number 3 starter probably. Number 2, Matt Cain. Number 1, Tim Lincecum. Neither of those guys have ever pitched in the playoffs. My bet is probably one of them will do fine in the playoffs, and one will just do okay. It doesn't matter. They're both elite pitchers. Tim Lincecum did have some trouble in the All-Star game, but that might be overrated. I think the All-Star game...
It's like they don't even try in the All-Star game. Like, anyone who says they try their hardest in the All-Star game is just... crazy.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't have any reason to think that they try in the All-Star game. Back to this, though. Who you got in this series?
I would have the Giants in 5. I think it's gonna take 5. I'm
gonna take the Giants in 3. I think this will be a quick series. I think the Giants will sweep in this series. I said at the beginning of the World Series it's going to be Phillies and Mariners. Obviously not. But
I could see a sweep happening here. Yeah. I could absolutely see a sweep happening. I just don't like to pick sweeps. I see
it's hard.
At least one game for the Braves being kind of pulled out of their butts, maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, the Braves have not played well second half. But I said at the beginning of Phillies Mariners World Series, that was wrong. But I said Yankees were going to be in the NLCS. I said Phillies Giants were going to be in the NLCS. I think that's probably going to be true. I think Phillies and Giants will be in the NLCS. It's going to be a good matchup, but in this series, I just think the Braves are overmatched. I think the Giants are a better team. Both teams are built on pitching, but the Giants have better pitching. And the Braves probably have...
And for that matter, better hitting as well.
Yeah. The Braves probably have a better bullpen total, but the Giants starters can go farther in the games, and they have the best closer in baseball, Brian Wilson, the man with the orange spikes. Best closer in baseball. He does this after he saves the game. He's a beast. 50-some saves this year, I think. He is a guy...
The Braves seem to be shutting down late in games, especially...
I mean, it's hard when you've never been in the playoffs and you have a young team. It's hard. And I don't know about the Braves. They just did not look good. And I think this whole Bobby Cox retiring thing is getting way too much...
Yeah, and you know what? Bobby Cox, I think he's running the Braves into the ground. He's not resting anybody, and well, he can't. Actually.
Yeah, but when you're in another place, like Washington, why are they giving Bobby Cox awards? What did he do any differently than Joe Torre?
He's one of the greatest managers of all time, but I think they're blowing this out of proportion. Yeah, and I think it's going to end in disappointment for him and the Braves.
I'm not 100% sure it's going to end this season in the first place because I don't know. It just seems weird to leave with a young, talented team. It's going to make the playoffs. I'm not sure Bobby Cox wouldn't come back for 2 or 3 more years. He's going to have Chipper Jones coming back. He's going to have a lot of good teams. I think if the Braves had Chipper Jones in this series, they might have an edge because Chipper's been in the playoffs. And When you have a guy that's been there,
he's got serious
to be a big
experience.
leader. But I just don't know about the Braves. They have not looked good this second half. Give me the Giants in 3. Give him the Giants in 5. I'm Tim. Find us on Twitter, CashKellyNAC, over 100 follows. Facebook, CashKellyNAC Sports Report. Email us, CashKellyNAC@gmail.com. Check out our site, KelstarBreakingNews.webs.com. Check out Sahil at HockeyBaseballTalk.com. I'm Tim. See you later.